The baby. Thank you so much for your question. So you said you're a Libra Sun and a Pisces Moon. Oh, geez. Well, you have a beautiful mix, but this is a difficult mix because Pisces Moon is very challenging and Libra Sun is beautiful at the sun, but it's even more beautiful at the rising. The Sagittarius rising gives everybody the impression that you are outgoing, you're sociable, you're fun, you're lighthearted, you don't care, when really Pisces Moon deeply cares and wants to be left alone most of the time. And it's fun and friendly, but is not as gregarious, grand as Sagittarius is. So the Libra Sun certainly gives that same energy as well, which is I'm friendly, I love everyone, I want to get along. So overall, you're a nice person. I can tell that. But what I'm always going to address first is always like the mechanics, the inner workings. You know, because of my background as a therapist, I'm more interested in what's underneath the surface, not what I can see. Because what's underneath the surface to me is often more interesting or more relevant or more real than the mask that we wear, the presentation. So if we're going with a generic presentation, you're a very nice person. People love you. People are drawn to you. People think you're funny, which you probably are with Pisces Moon and Sag rising. People think you're hilarious. People think you're sweet. They think you're kind. And with Libra Sun, they think you're beautiful. People are going to be drawn to your energy. You're going to attract a lot of energy vampires because you have all of the good stuff that people want. People want Venus. You got it at your sun. People want Jupiter, which is luck. You got it at your moon. People want Jupiter. Also, people want Jupiter at their rising, which you also have. So you're full of abundance. You're full of luck. You're full of good vibes. You're also full of creativity. And there's a certain like mysticism to your energy that makes you very magnetic emotionally. When people stare into your eyes and when people are in your energy, they don't want to leave. They get hooked and addicted to you because you attract them in. It's like you lock them in without even trying. People get hooked on you. But unfortunately, the flip side of that is that sometimes people resent the dependence that they have on your energy because your energy is so good. It feels so good for the soul. People get hooked on it and then they resent that they get hooked on it. So sometimes you're going to attract people who come to you for the wrong reasons. They come to you to deplete you of your energy because they're jealous that you have it, or they hate that they don't have it and you have it, or they want you to feel as bad as they do because they don't understand why everything seems so easy for you. So that's basically it. Like spiritually, your heart is pure. I can tell that. Spiritually, you have good intentions and you try to do things right. But if there's one piece of advice I would give you is to trust your gut more, to care less about performing for other people. Because at the end of the day, those people are never going to have your back the way you expect them to. Because your energy is so expensive and generous that people cannot relate. So very few people in your life are going to be able to actually relate to your true like kindness. Your heart is very, very pure and a lot of people can't take it. So they will try to twist it into something dark because the world is full of darkness and a lot of people are hurt and hurting. So a lot of times when people meet people like you, they think something must be wrong because you can't be real. So that's that mix, Libra, Pisces, Sagittarius. So protect your energy. If anybody needs to protect their energy the most, it's going to be this trio. This trio tends to give people the benefit of the doubt a lot, even though they know better. This trio has excellent intuition, but sometimes they don't use it when they're not evolved. This trio is very good at taking care of other people and overlooking their personal needs. The other thing about Pisces Moon is that they usually grew up with a mother who was either struggling with a mental illness or a substance abuse issue that was untreated. So these children often felt very close to their mothers, in a sense that they almost had like a psychic ability to be able to tell what she needed, what she felt, where she was at. They always felt like their mother was in their energy and they were in their mother's energy. So they always felt very close to them energetically because they were in tune. It's almost like they were one together. They always knew what the mother felt, where the mother was coming from, what the mother was needing, what the mother was going through. and they always felt very close to the mother. And they're almost like, because of Pisces energy, felt guilty or responsible for the mother's suffering. So from a very young age, they start to internalize other people's pain and other people's problems as their own. So they don't have very good energetic boundaries because of that. So when they become adults and they start dating, it's not unusual for these people to attract people who come specifically to use them, who come specifically to dump their trauma on them, specifically to hurt them and take the good that they have to offer and leave them high and dry, because they were raised in a home environment where they were subconsciously taught that love is you giving everything you've got and not expecting it in return. So unfortunately, there's often a lot of issues around self-esteem, self-worth with Pisces moon, and actually going for people that they can get that actually care about how they feel and what they need, as opposed to them attracting relationships with people who, come just to get the help they need from Pisces. And when they're done with Pisces, they're trash Pisces. So that was basically it, as far as Pisces moon and that combo. Oh, you're very welcome. Beautiful question. And by the way, this is why I love Pisces energy so much. And this is why I'm always going to stand for Pisces, because I know even if the Pisces does the worst shit imaginable, is because they were pushed to their limit. Because these people have the purest heart out of the entire zodiac. Nobody's heart is more pure than a Pisces. Ever. I don't care who you are. They're literally the most connected to God than any one of us will ever be, especially at the moon sign. So Pisces moon, one last thing I want to add to you, since Saturn is now in Pisces, you're going to have to work on this stuff if you haven't been working on it yet, like all this childhood stuff of like your mom or your caregivers, and like boundaries and being the answer for everybody's problem but nobody being there when you need them. You're going to have to get that shit under control, because the next 3 years, your life is going to go to hell if you don't develop good boundaries, if you don't develop an understanding of commitments to yourself as well as commitments to others, a good balance of energy between, I do for others and I allow others to do for me. And if you don't develop an understanding of cause and effect. The other thing with Pisces is, because of this history of giving away their love for free, they often love being the martyr. It's almost like it's become part of their persona. Like, I'm only good if I am allowing myself to be violated, if I'm allowing myself to be used and abused, if I'm allowing myself to be run through the ringer, so that I can come out of this and say, but I was the nice one, but I was the good one, but I did right by you, but I'm the one who was abused. Feel sorry for me. And Pisces doesn't do that, consciously to be like a horrible person. It's not coming from like an evil, like jiu-jitsu type maneuver. It's more that they're used to experiencing love as being something that is given and not something that is received, and they know their heart is pure. So when things go wrong, they often assume that it's because you're evil, because the other person is evil. When really, in reality, Pisces could do certain things to protect themselves better. They could do certain things to protect their boundaries. They could do certain things to prioritize their needs, to take care of their emotional well-being, which they often neglect for the sake of not being seen as difficult, or for the sake of defaulting into old childhood patterns. Whatever the reason is, they willingly agree to go be in partnership with people who abuse them, steal from them, don't compensate them for their love or their efforts. And then they still want to turn around and, basically cry their heart out about how cold the world is and how horrible humans are, when they're playing an active role in allowing this to happen. So I say all of that to say, in the next 3 years, with Saturn being in Pisces, and you may remember that Saturn is who rules Capricorn. Capricorn is the father of the zodiac. Capricorn is all about cause and effect. Capricorn is about karma. Capricorn is about hard lessons. Capricorn is about tough life. Capricorn is about get your shit together. It doesn't matter how you feel. So Pisces, you need to get it together over the next 3 years. Because if you don't, your world is going to go to hell in a handbasket. I promise you. I promise you this. You have my word on this. It's either you're going to do it the easy way or you're going to do it the hard way. You're either going to learn to set boundaries and respect yourself and prioritize your love and take care of your love, or the universe is going to throw things at you that force you to grow in that area. Well, hi, Earthly 55. Thanks for joining. The universe is going to create situations that force you to grow in that area so that you have to learn, so that you mature. Because that's what Capricorn is all about. Capricorn is about maturity. Capricorn is like, life is tough. Suck it up. That's Capricorn energy all day. Life is hard. Suck it up. There's no amount of crying about it that's going to change that simple fact. And when I say these things, when I speak to you guys in this way, people are like, oh, that's harsh. No, it's not harsh. It's the truth. It's the truth. Sometimes the truth is bitter, but it doesn't change the fact that it's the truth. I could say it softly, or I could say it, harshly. At the end of the day, I said it. Life is hard. Life is not a joyride. It's full of a lot of bullshit, a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, a lot of things you don't see coming. You just have to adjust and keep moving forward. And this is what Capricorn is trying to teach Pisces over the next 3 years. You can be in your feelings about your life and your situations, or you can mature, which is, I choose to recognize my feelings, but I'm making the mature decision of acting like a grown-up in spite of how I feel. That's Capricorn. Capricorn is going to show up at that job every day early, even though their entire world is on fire. You're never going to know that by looking at them. Because Saturn says, get your shit together. Nobody cares. That's that. Is it nice? No. Is it true? Yes. It's true. You can go in the bathroom stall at work and cry about it, but you still got to come out and work because those bills still need to be paid. So it's either you're going to learn the easy way or you're going to learn the hard way. And all of us are here to learn lessons. And the lesson for Pisces is it's okay to be loving. It's okay to be kind. That's what we love about you because your heart is pure. But it's not okay for you to allow other people to violate you, to disrespect you, to steal from you, to take your love, that good, pure, wholesome love that you got to give, and give you crap in return. And for you to still be out here defending these people and acting like these people are not trash. That's what's not okay. Some people are just trashy. Okay, Pisces? We're not all good people. Some of us got good spirits. Some of us don't. I need you to use your discernment. Discernment is the word. If somebody keeps coming to your house and they keep stealing things, why do you keep inviting them? Why don't you have an order of protection? Why have you not reported them to the police? What am I missing here? 1 + 1 = 2. It doesn't matter that your heart is good. If their intentions are to hurt you, you can never have a good enough heart for them to have mercy on you. Do you understand what I'm saying to you, Pisces? You can never have a good enough heart for them to have mercy on you because their heart is wicked. It's not merciful. It's not kind. They do not love you. People who love you do not want to hurt you over and over and over and over again. People who love you care how you feel. You are the most loving person in the entire zodiac, Pisces Moon. Because of this history with your mother, you can pick up on how people feel just by a glance. You can just look at them and tell what's going on with them because you were trained that way. That was your karma in this life. So the wicked people, they can smell that about you. And they're like, ooh, we're going to have some fun with this. Okay. So she's nice. Okay. She's sweet. Okay. All right. So let me do a little test. So I'm going to be nice at first, right? Yeah. Then I'm going to throw a little shady behavior here. See how she handles that. See that look in my eye? I'm channeling that energy for you, Pisces. I want you to see this look in my eye, and I want you to recognize this look in all of their eyes, because all of their eyes will look like this. Even though they'll be smiling, that fake smile on your face, you'll be able to see this in their eyes, because that is that hatred. Because some of them are just going to be purely hateful towards you because they don't understand how come they keep doing all these horrible things to you and you just won't break. How come you're still nice? How come you're still kind? How come you're still forgiving? What's wrong with you? You need to be evil. I need you to be like me. I want to twist you like me so I can feel seen in you. I need that God love out of you. That pure soul, I need it out of you. I want you to have my spirit in you. Those, it's in their eyes. Always look in their eyes. You'll be able to recognize them. They can't hide their eyes. They can fake the smile, but they can never hide their eyes. That's why we say the eyes is a gate to the soul. But here's the thing, Pisces. This is what frustrates me about you. I'm going to say this and I'm going to get off this topic. Because I love you so much. I don't have a favorite, but you're the one that I want to protect the most. It's like I feel like I want to hold you tight, like close to my chest. Because you have no modicum of like understanding of how like evil people are. It's like you don't understand what world you're in. This is hell, Pisces. This is hell. It's not on the other side when you're burning in flames. It's right here. And all the humans, they know you got the good stuff. We know. And most of us are not going to come and ask for it or even beg for it. Most of us are going to come and steal it. That's what it is. Because this is hell. So I just need you to like wake up to like the fact that you are surrounded by spirit beings. Okay? And none of them are pure. None of them. That's why all of us are here. The innocents on earth. We've all done shit. That's why we're here. We've all done horrible things in our past lives. That's why we're here. All of us. So what frustrates me about you, Pisces, is that you have the best intuition out of the entire zodiac because you're closest to God. In fact, Pisces is so close to God that when bad things are going to happen, Pisces moon especially will literally dream about the whole thing before it even happens in the physical world. Pisces is so tapped in, so tuned in, that they will literally get a download. They will literally dream about the whole scenario, the whole betrayal scenario, the whole thing. Pisces could be like in love with their boo or in love with their best friend. And they will go to sleep and have an entire dream about this person doing them dirty. Whole dream with all kinds of details, all kinds of details, colors. Pisces knew what time of the day it was. They're seeing the sun outside. All the details. That's how much God loves you. That's how much God loves you. Because you're that tuned in. You're one of God's favorites. So God is saying this thing. God is saying, I know your heart is pure. I know how sensitive you are. I know if this thing were to happen without you knowing about it ahead of time, it would break you. I know it would break your heart. And I don't want you to turn cold. I want your heart to stay soft and loving. So to protect you, I'm going to give you this information before it happens, because I don't want you to be devastated by this truth when it happens. So God will give Pisces all the details of the whole story. Pisces already knows. Pisces can look at you. They already know which one of you is straight and which one of you is shady. Pisces knows. You put Pisces moon in a room with 100 people, put them in a blindfold. Actually, I would love to do this test one day. If there's anybody powerful on this platform that's listening to me and you have the opportunity to manifest this dream for me, I would love to do research on the zodiac signs, because that would like elevate this art form to a whole new level. I would love to blindfold Pisces moon and have them have a 10-minute conversation with 100 people. I bet you in 5 minutes, Pisces can tell me who's a snake. I'm willing to put all of my money on it. I'm willing to put all of my money on it, because Pisces intuition is the best. But they walk around like they don't know. Pisces will wake up from that dream and act like their boo is still their boo. Act like their best friend is still their best friend. Like, yo, were we not in the same dream? What am I missing? Spirit is saying, like, did I not tell you everything you needed to know? Because I recall angels coming to you in your sleep and telling you all this information. And Pisces still want to act shocked. Still want to act like none of this is real. And then they wonder why they get burned. And then they turn around and like, woe is me. What you mean, woe is you? What you mean? Nah. So you got to learn this over the next 3 years, or you're going to get fried. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it for you, because life is hard. Life is very fragile. I'm done being like sugarcoaty with my language. I'm just going to get it to you straight. You will get completely shredded over the next 3 years if you do not learn how to listen to your intuition and how to put boundaries. Not everybody who smiles in your face is your friend. Not everybody who tells you they loves you actually loves you. But the thing about it is, you already knew that. So why are we even having this conversation? What are we talking about? You say you got so sick of yourself, but you learned so much. Yeah, y'all need to stop. You guys are stressing me out. Because I don't want to see Pisces break. I don't. You guys are so sensitive. I don't want to see you break. But I'm telling you, the ass whooping that's coming in the next 3 years, it's going to be violent. Because Capricorn plays no games. Saturn is no joke. I'm a Capricorn stellium. I know. Before I was 14, I'd already survived civil war. I'd already survived my entire house burning down. Like, that's just 2 things. I've been through a lot of hell. A lot of hell. That's Capricorn. That's Saturn. Every time I look up, there's some shit going on. And that's no excuse for me to go around being an asshole to other people. Because that's the life God chose for me. You know? And in a lot of ways, it's made me stronger. But what I'm trying to tell you is, if you don't learn to protect your gift, which is your intuition, your healing energy, your creative energy, your love, if you don't learn to protect it, and you don't learn to use it for good, which is to actually give it to the good souls here on earth, the ones that are actually trying to spread good karma. And if you spend the rest of your life working in this negative energy where you allow toxic people to drain you so that you have nothing good to give to the rest of us that actually want to make the world a better place, you will get punished for it, because you're not here for that. You're not here to be a doormat. You're here to work like the rest of us. Okay? And your work is spiritual. Your work is creative. Your work is divine. In order for you to do God's work, you have to align yourself with spirit. That means when you get into other people's energies, if the energy ain't matching with your energy, if you know they're shisty, if you know they're moving funny, if you know they're making you uncomfortable, if you feel like you can't trust them, you can't be yourself around them, you can't say certain things around them, then my guy, get out. You don't owe those people anything. Nothing. You didn't birth those people. You didn't owe no. Let God take care of them. Because if their heart is wicked, Pisces, you cannot fix their wicked heart. You are not God. You are just a vessel of love. But wicked people do not want to just take your love and become loving. They want to trade your love for their hatred. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. It's not a reciprocal thing with them. They want you hurting the way they're hurting because they're miserable. Why they're miserable? Because they're out of alignment with God. That's why. They're out of touch with their divinity. That's why they're miserable. They have no connection to source. That's why they're miserable. So they come to you to steal that so that they leave you with nothing but pain and suffering. And they're hoping that the more pain and suffering they pour into you, the more you're going to turn your back on what's good, what's loving, what's pure, and what's kind. That's what they're trying to do. Are you with me? I know I just went in, but I really love Pisces so hard. And if there's one message I wish I could like open all of their brains and dump inside and close it back up like a surgeon, and we could pretend like this shit never happened, this will be it. The work that you're here to do is way more important than you being the doormat for toxic people who do not want to heal. Okay? Okay. We're good. Whew. Pisces, y'all work me out. Pisces always works me out. Because I'm like, come on now, open your eyes. Let's get it together. All right, the baby, since I spent a lot of time talking about you and Pisces Moon, I'm going to move to someone else so that someone else can get a chance to have a question in. Okay, sweetie? Just like to spread the love so I'm not like honed in on just one person. Yeah, somebody said, and that's on them. Yeah, that's on them. Let people be responsible for their lives. All of us are responsible for our lives. At the end of our lives, nobody's taking anybody's karma with them. My good karma, you're not taking it from me. My bad karma, you're not taking it from me. Whatever good I do in this world, whatever bad I do in this world, that's my responsibility. Whatever good or bad comes from it, that's on my life. That's not on your life. So I'm going to worry about mine, and I'm going to let you worry about yours. Okay? I can be a vessel of change if you want it. I can show you the way. I can guide you if you want it. But what I'm not going to do is do the work for you or make myself available for your abuse while you refuse to change. Let's be clear about that. So Pisces, that's the energy I need you to have over the next 3 years. The first time somebody comes at you crazy, I need you to get out of there. Don't give them no chances. You don't need 2 or 3 chances. Some people say 3 strikes, you're out. No, 1 strike, you're out. 1 strike, you're out. Stop making excuses for these people. They know what they're doing. They're just waiting to see how you react. And if you give them a pass, they'll do more of it. Because that's how you train abusive people. They know what they're doing. If they're adults, they know what they're doing. If they're kids, they don't know what they're doing. If they're grown-ups, they know what they're doing. Stop making excuses. Stop. They don't make excuses for you when it's time for them to abandon you and call you crazy. Did they? Did they make excuses for you? Did they say, oh, Pisces was here for me all these years when I had nobody? You know, Pisces was listening to my childhood trauma. Pisces kept my seat. No, they don't do that. They act like you never did anything for them. Give that same energy back. Somebody said, let them slide. They start ice skating. See? Who said that? Black unicorn? You're my type of people. 84 black unicorn. You're my type of people. Let them slide. They'll learn. When they start sliding, they'll get their feet in front of the other. That's the thing about being an enabler. You start convincing yourself that people can't function without you. And I'm a Virgo Mars, so this is something I struggled with a long time. So I speak from experience, Pisces, because Virgo is the sister of Pisces. Enablers that think, oh, without me, you can't do anything. You need me. You need me. No, nobody needs you. Everybody needs God. Nobody needs you. Everybody's replaceable. If you were to drop dead tomorrow, Pisces, those people will find somebody else to go steal energy from. They'll find somebody else's couch to sleep on. They'll find somebody else to lie and cheat on and give an STD to. They'll find somebody else's money to steal. They'll find somebody else that they want to abuse, and while they're still using them. They will. They will. Because this is what they do. They go through life spreading negativity. You're not the only answer to their problem. You just make yourself available. So naturally, they hang out. So when you stop making yourself available, guess what? They'll get to step in, like Martin said. Get to step in. Once your house is no longer a home for trash, guess what? They won't give you trash. They'll take their trash somewhere else. The choice is yours. Take some responsibility for it. Somebody said that needed that advice. It's the truth. You can always count on me to speak the truth. And I don't sugarcoat things. Life is too precious for us to be playing these games. Because the lessons we don't learn, when we die, we come back and we got to go through it again. So what's the point? We're just wasting time.
You can book your astrology reading at intuitivehealing.com. You can also watch videos at Intuitive Healing here on YouTube for Astrology 101 content. Listen to the Aquarius podcast on Spotify, as well as here on YouTube for your horoscope. If you're interested in astrology and love connections, you can visit at Styled Under Libra. And of course, for health and wellness and holistic healing, visit at Styled Under Virgo for all of your astrology content. Thanks so much for watching.